Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Temple of Speed here at Monza for round 7 of season 7 here in 7th Gear Racing. We are officially past the halfway point here in season 7, and I'm already getting some weather updates. It looks like we've got a dry quali, but it looks like we're getting them a sprinkle of rain near the end of the race, which should definitely spice things up. So then, let's get this enabled. Welcome myself back. Let's see, is anyone out for a lap? Just Muddy Warrior as it stands. Oh, do you know, I've only missed a week, but it feels like I've been gone forever. So I have to say, it's quite rare to only have one car out at the moment. It's usually at least 3 or 4 out by now. But that's fine. It means we can give Muddy Warrior some love. There we go. Joel is out. Monza, of course, the favoured track of many a driver. It's a simple track. Yeah, it can be very tricky and challenging, especially there around Ascari, where a wrong clip of the curb and you're in the wall, and that is your day over and done with. And of course, down here to the Parabolica, looking a bit untidy there as he starts his first lap. Does Muddy Warrior. Let's see what kind of times he can put in. Of course, the pole record here was obviously in a previous game of 118.834, which was set by R.L. Thomas. This year's was 127.5, which was set in the intermediate conditions, so I imagine that will get beaten pretty early. Okay then. Our driver is now out on track, but it is Muddy Warrior who will be the first to set a time jumping over those curves. That's not usually a good idea on this game, coming up to the Lesmos. A nice bit of exit curb there. Not too much curb on the inside. Doesn't run wide. DRS is open. Keeps to the left. Trying to get a bit of a toe from Charlie. Don't know if he succeeded there, but anyway, here we go. Oh, he's run wide. Oh, he doesn't invalidate, but that's a horrible Ascari. Kept it at the white line, so he will obviously set a lap, unless of course he runs wide here. No, just about stays in the lines. Goes to the right, and a 122.0. So not bad lap. So who is next? Is it a Haas? Oh, there's too many cars. Find Defender. No, he's on his out lap. Is that a Red Bull next? No, it's a blue dot. What is it? It's Joel. Of course it was Joel, wasn't it? What can Joel do? Surely Joel can beat a 22.0. And he can. A 120.9, over a second faster. Just shows you how much time Muddy Warrior lost in Ascari. So who is next? Is that Waze? Is he on the lap? Or is he on that? He is, but he's invalidated. So Ferrari. Not Rhino. What about, no? Is it Rhino? Yes, it is Rhino next. What can Rhino do? He's been impressive recently, as Owen goes second on the medium tyres. Now that is an interesting strategy, especially if the rain does come early. And Rhino with a 120.8, taking provisional pole. Next will be the Alfa Romeo of Scotty. Of course, Tier 3 will be racing here on Thursday, so Scotty getting some practice in. 22.9, not the best of laps. I'm sure he'll want to go again. Vaughan's gone second as well. We've got another Aston Martin coming round, but Pro Gamer has invalidated his lap. Is it Waze? No. Muddy Water? No. So I'm getting all mixed up here. Where's the Haas? Oh, and Charlie, what's 120.6? Bit faster. What about Find Defender then? What can Find Defender do? Find a Defender keeps right, and he does a 121.3, which puts him into the top 10. So I believe, is that a Williams next? Or an Alpine? There's too many blue dots. Come on, where are you? It is. It was Joel going for a second lap, but over 2 seconds left. So I'm not too sure why he's kept going there, to be honest. Looks like a Red Bull about to cross the line. Was that Jake? It was. And he went 6th for 121.0. The times are coming in thick and fast now. I believe it'll be Wade's next at 121.1. Decent lap from him. Got Mercedes about to cross the line. Is that Adam or was that Rain? It's Rain about to start his lap on the mediums. Be interesting if Rain can come back in form today. Of course, last 2 races he has been off the podium. Last week coming in 4th. Jeddah. Before that, I believe he was DNF, didn't he? Alright, so who's left? So Pro Gamer looks like he's about to come round the parabolica. What kind of lap time can he do? He keeps to the right, and he does. Oh, look at that! What a lap from Pro Gamer! Oh, he looks like he's been business tonight. A great lap from him. What about Zeno? He's coming around the final corner now. And the AlphaTauri. He keeps right as well. Oh, what a lap from Zeno. 120.5. I tell you, we haven't seen that kind of speed from Zeno in a very long time. And he's randomly retired on track. That's not what you're supposed to do. Right, is Rain going for another lap then? It looks like he is going for a second lap on those mediums. Not that many people trying for a medium run, which indicates that the Rain probably isn't going to be here in time for the first pit stop. But either way, Rain probably looking to be on a softer tyre when the rain does hit. And he does a 23.4. Not very good. It's definitely not what we're used to seeing from Rain. So Reggie Chappell has just started his first third lap. Excuse me, I've got the case of the yawns. Joel's going around again. So yeah, I'm quite surprised. This is now his, what, 3rd lap on these tyres? Surely he's got to be coming in. How much does he attack Ascari? Hey, he attacks it quite a lot, to be fair. Looks like he's on up. Oh, he runs wide. Oh, but he doesn't get invalidated. A bit naughty from Joel. I'm coming around Parabolica. Early pits. What about Waze then? Looks like he's on a push lap. Look like a decent Ascari. He's catching one of the cars in front as well. Don't quite get a tow. However, it does look like he is giving that Richie Chappell a tow as well. What does Waze do? Waze goes into the pits, so then we will go to Chappell, and he does a 121.5. Not quite good enough to get inside the top 10. But on the 6th row there, with his feet, that's a late risk of 19.8. Here you go. That'll force I imagine that'll force Rain onto the soft straight away. 119.8. What a lap. My late risk. He is back, ladies and gentlemen. He's been missing the last few weeks. But it looks like he is back. What about Vision then? He has invalidated. What about Trey? Oh, Trey! Oh no, I thought he was spinning, but he was just warming his tyres up. Looks like Adam has just started a lap. Yes, he has. Fear Lucy's still in the pits, yet to set a lap. Let's ride on board with Adam, shall we? As Fear Lucy has just left the session. Adam, of course, currently 2nd in the championship. Behind his teammate. Nice gap of 47 points between the two. Mercedes also currently, obviously, their drivers are 1-2 in the championship, which means they're going to be pretty much dominating the constructors. Decent Lesmos from Adam as he keeps to the right, slowly, sorry, keeps to the left, slowly drifts to the right as Owen, second man into the 19s, a 119.9. Very nicely, that's a very nice Ascari there from Adam. driving very well. The current Tier 2 champion. He's driving very well indeed. So it looks like Origin Finn's had an accident. His day is done. Muddy Warrior, his day is done. Right, what can Adam do? It looked like a decent lap, but he's not going to get near the front row. Oh, I'll tell you what though, third position is not bad. That is a very good lap time. Having to put himself into P3. So where's his teammate then? His teammate is on his outlap. Anyone else on a fast one? Looks like Charlie's on the fast one, but he's currently slightly slower. Rhino, nope, 31 seconds off. That's not going to be any good, is it? So we'll go back with Charlie then. In the Alpine. Yeah, flag's waving. Looks like there's a slow Red Bull in front of him. Imagine that'd be Owen having done his lap. Don't know who that is, but he needs to go. Right then, what can Charlie do? Can he improve? No, he's slower by 6 tenths. Probably should have aborted that lap, but what do I know? Right then, where is Rain? We know he's just started, so we'll come back to him in a minute. Vision's on another out lap. Anyone near the end? Nope, so I believe the next person who's relevant is Rain, so we will stay on board. Let's see how he attacks this. Oh! He's just about kept it. But fast into the Lesmos. Doesn't look very planted, does it, that car? But, you know, Rain, he'll find a way. Let's see, does he keeps to the left, drifts over to the right. Let's see how hard he will attack Ascari. Down 3 gears. Oh, look at that. Oh, so his car control is definitely very good, isn't it? As he comes down to Parabolica. Looks like his car's definitely sliding into the corners though, isn't it? Oh, he runs wide. Is that going to be... No, he keeps the lap. It doesn't invalidate him. Where does that put him? Third. 120.0. I think Rain will admit there's lots of time left in that, especially around the last corner, but car definitely looked unsettled, didn't it? Going into those corners. Right then, who's next across the line? An Alpha and Mayo. Is that Scotty? Yep, Scotty is currently half a second up. Can he improve once again? If he does, he'll put himself in the mix a little bit more. Nope, he starts another lap. Okay, the game was lying to me. Visions has invalidated again, so he won't be setting that up. Rain's slowing down, Charlie's slowing down, Pro Gamer is about to cross the line unless we go to Waze. How's he doing? No, he's 6 steps down, he won't be improving. So we'll stay with Pro Gamer, who's just a fraction off his own time. Just needs to make up a little bit of time around a part of Parabolica, and he can see himself in the top 6 here. He does! P5, 20.5. Xena decided to retire on track. Seemingly he come to bite back and bite him. He's currently sitting there in P7. Who's that? That is Joel. Looks like he is on a in lap, maybe? Yep, he is. So it looks like it's a Mercedes. So that's Rain. He'll be coming in. Along with the Aston Martin. He'll be coming in. So, who we got then? Scotty. Is he on a fast one? I don't think so. I think he should be on his in lap by now. Yeah, it's in lap for Scotty. So Ferrari, is that elite risk? Is he about to go even faster then? Ooh. Well, he does! Ooh, by just a fraction under 2 tenths. 1 minute 19.7. It's another 2.5 tenths quicker than Owen now. And 3 quicker than Rain. So the gauntlet has been thrown down. Pro Game invalidates, so he won't be improving this time. Vaughan does a 128.8. Waze, does he improve? Nope. Excuse me, I really need to stop yawning. Oh, look at that. It's got a half second quicker. That's Ricky Chuckle. Oh, look at that. Ow. I just pulled one of my nose hairs. Just going wide there, so that's an invalidation. Find a Vendor has just started a lap. Looks like Lucy hasn't come back into the lobby yet. So then Owen is on his out lap. Rain's still in the pits. What about Adam? Is Adam on a lap? He is just starting one by the looks of it. Anyone else on a decent lap? I think Vaughan's invalidated. Ways could be improving here. Or is he pitting? He's pitting. Final event we know thingy. So it's calming down. We've got just under 3 minutes to go then in this session. No real action out on track to speak of, so we'll just stay with Owen then. Let's see if he can improve on his time. God, big luck up into turn one that was. Jesus, those tyres aren't going to be very nice. Decent exit. Hugs that right hand side of the track to keep the shortest track possible. We've got a yellow flag, so I think it's car moving out the way from each other. He gets away with it as well. He was off the track, but the game forgives him. Seen quite a few of that already. Oh, but no, he can't escape the Lesmos. Sorry, that is probably him done, unless he's got lap for another lap. Rain has just started his lap as well, or has he just moved over? No, he's fine. So, who is going to come round? Is that a Red Bull? That's Owen, so he'll be starting another one, won't he? Is that Jake? I see he's on the out lap. Adam is... So we'll start with Adam then, shall we? He's a 10th up. Looking very strong so far, our Tier 2 champion. Tier 2 champion, and then straight into second place in the championship in Tier 1. A driver on the rise. Alright, what kind of time can he set? Can he get into the 19s? No, 120.3. Still a very respectable lap time for Adam there, as the Mercedes are currently now P3 and P4. That is Charlie. He is coming in. The Ferrari. Who's the other Ferrari? Rhino. What can he do? He is going to pit. So we've got the next will be the Haas. So I think really then it's all up to Rain, who has retired, so he won't be setting another lap. So that, folks, is pretty much. Oh yeah, what about Owen? I'll say that's pretty much a grip. He joined just as the right time, maybe the wrong timing for Owen, as he just a bit of TV spinning time. But that, folks, will likely be your grid, unless Jake can say something about that. He's already P10. He probably needs to be a bit up the grid, a bit more. Oh, look at that, P5. What a lap from Jake. He puts himself into the top 5, and I think that just about does it. It does. It's a decent qualifying. Elite risk there with a 1:19.7. Very good lap indeed. Got a bit of a mixed field. We've got Red Bull, Mercedes, Red Bull. Red Bull are second in the championship. Obviously, Mercedes are there with 167 points, and Red Bull are second with 87. So just 80-point swing needed to swap positions. Obviously, can't get down in this race, but if they get a 1-2 and 1-2 next race, and obviously the Mercedes have a good race, then you never know. As Fear Lucy just gets in before the end of the session, so that's good for him. And Visions ended up P10 in the end. He had 2 scruffy laps, didn't he? But currently sitting there in P10, a decent showing there. So, thankfully, the lobby hasn't glitched. It's always a worry now. We get to the end of the game cycle. You kind of wonder what could happen. Right then, here is your grid for the race. Elite Risk with his pole, 119.7. Joining him on the front row will be Owen in the Red Bull. Second row is a lockout for the Mercedes, Rain and Adam. On the third row, we've got Jake and Charlie. We've got Pro Gamer in 7th and Zeno, who seems to have a tyre at the moment. He is P8. We've got Rhino in P9, Visions in P10. We've got Joel P11, Vaughan P12, Waze P13, Origin 4th, Origin Finn in 14th, Fine Defender 15th. His teammate Richie Chappell joined him in 16th. Scotty in 17th. We've got Muddy Warrior down there in 18th. Trey, very unorthodox, well, I say not like him qualifying, I should say. Can't think of the right word. And Fear Lucy unable to set a lap time. And doesn't look like anyone has pressed the OK button just yet. So we'll wait for someone to press go. Wait for the lobby hasn't screwed up. Yeah, the game does like a screw up. There we go. Thankfully the lobby is okay. I was getting a bit worried there. So as we said, rain is expected in the latter part of the Grand Prix. Right, and let's go into Race Director. And while we're in the Race Director, I will go lubricate my throat. I have a beer and I have orange squash. See you in 5. Ooh, I tell you what. While I'm lubricating, that weather, I've been sent a picture of what the rain looks like, and that, oh, I like that. Oh, I'll leave it. I won't say it because I don't want to spoil it, but that could potentially be amazing. For anyone, obviously, I know a lot of tier drivers obviously listen or watch this, but for anyone who isn't racing and is watching, that could get very interesting. I haven't seen that in a very long time. Let's hope it comes to pass. Anyway, lubrication time. Almost. Right then, we're underway for the formation lap then. I was about to say any predictions in the comments for who's going to win the race, but looks like Scotty has predicted himself to win, which is definitely bold, but never rule anything out. The game says a one-stop, so people starting on the softs in the top 10 will be looking to go to lap 11 or lap 12. And there's a spinner on the formation. That's what you usually see. Who was it in the end? I don't really know, but they're reversing. Oh, Vaughan and Vaughan and Waze have had a bit of touchy. Right then, so Elite Risk in charge of the pack, doing his tyres. It's going to be a very good. I tell you what, obviously we know how interesting this first corner can be. It's so tight, and if two cars try and go side by side, it's going to be chaotic. Look, you've got Elite Risk, Owen and Rain all up there, all fast starters. I imagine Adam won't want to potentially get in his teammates' way. However, having said that, Adam is his closest challenger. Owen is P3 in the championship on 54. Elite Risk on 50 points after not racing today on 43, and Jake's in 6th place in the standings. Jake is currently on 33 points. Okay then, the drivers are about to take to the grid spots. 27 laps in the coming as Waze has joined, so I don't know what's happened there. As how are we? Yep, we're almost there. I know. Here we are. Ooh. Here we are, folks. The red lights are underway, and we are almost go for round 7, and we are go! Looks like a decent start for most drivers. We head down into turn 1, a bit of a long wait, but looks like we're going super far at the moment. No one spinning off the start, although Jake looks like he's got Adam off the start. Great start for Jake, but Adam's got that place back. Bit of pedestrian, I'd say. Oh, there we go. There's your first yellow flag. Looks like, I don't know who it is, but there was a yellow flag. Looks like most people have made it through safely. Vaughan's lost 3 places. Finn's gained 3. Zeno has gained 3 places. He's just overtaken Jake into the turn 3. And Elite Risk looks like he's got the bit between his teeth so far. Almost a second ahead of Owen already. Owen, of course, he is currently the one ahead of Rain. Well, Rain, I don't think he'll go for maybe the Scarino. Not this time, but let's see how close he can get on the exit. They both keep it in the white lines, and look at that, Adam already almost a second half off, and Zeno with a lightning start. He's up into P5, and he is all over the back of Adam, looking to get to P4 maybe. So great start for him, and it is Vaughan who is the big loser, unfortunately. He's probably got some wing damage, judging by the gap at the back there. As there we go then, Owen coming under attack from Rain. Owen stays to the left. We got a retirement as Fine Defender retires. Oh, we got a VSC as Owen just about keeps the place. I think that was very touch and go, but I think, well, we could see some shenanigans here. No, we're okay. But I guess the VSC does help Vaughan negate that gap a little bit, although it's taken a long time to do whatever they were doing there. So, yeah, bit of a long stop, and not so sure where Fine Defender retired, but it looks like he's retired coming out of the final bend. As Zeno did get Adam before the yellow flash came out, so he's into P4. He is on fire. I tell you what, I haven't seen Zeno this fired up in a very long time. Yeah, VSC still out. There we go, confirmation. Powered by AWS. The first stoppers will be looking to go to... I'll tell you what though, it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to go to lap 12 and then put another set of softs. No green flag just yet. But looks like Elite Risk's got a bit of time under the VSC. Unless he's just being careful, of course. There we go, green flag racing. Oh, and Zeno's got a VSC and Pro Gamer's retired. Oh no, what's happened there? He's lost it somewhere. He's lost it going into Parabolica? That's not one. Did he hit Zeno maybe? Zeno's in the pits. Did he get a drive-through? Zeno got a drive-through. Oh, all that work has been negated. What a shame for Zeno. He was looking so good. Back at the front, Elite Risk's gap has been halved. DRS is open this one. And look at Owen going for the move up into P1. We've got an absolutely crap camera angle as we go into the first person view. They're going side by side. Owen just gets a bit of traction. Will he be ahead going into the Lesmos? He will, and Rain already outside. Going to Lesmo 1. But Rain loses side by side. Oh, and Rain's lost it! Sorry, Elite Risk has lost it. Oh, thankfully he hasn't hit the wall. Couldn't see any bang on the wheels, but that is Elite Risk. His pole is down the drain. As we'll rejoin because Rain will have DRS on Owen, but doesn't make a move this time. What a shame for Elite Risk, looking so good. I imagine there was a banging of wheels, but it's never easy going side by side into the Lesmos. As Rain then, I imagine this will be candy from a baby time. As he lines up Owen. DRS is enabled, of course, as we saw. Going into Ascari. He's only 3 tenths behind. Owen does sit the fastest lap of the race though. And here comes Rain, the inevitable. But I tell you, he didn't go sailing past, did he? It's going to be a tight turn 1 though. They will go side by side. And leave each other just enough room. And Rain goes into P1. And Charlie gets past Adam. The gap. Front two a bit of a gap of 3 seconds as it looks like Waze is falling down the pack. Something's happened there to Waze as he's gone off the track. Not 100% sure, but he's back on running now. Elite Risk, of course, didn't have to pit, which is good news for him. Zeno had his drive-through, and Vaughan is all by his lonesome down there in 18th. Definitely needs a safety car to get him back up. And of course, look at that, the only person in the top 15 who hasn't, well, obviously you've got Adam who stayed where he is, Rhino stayed where he is. But Jake's lost 2 places, everyone else has pretty much gained. As Owen fending off Rain into Ascari. But of course, Rain will want to stay behind now, otherwise Owen will get DRS on him. Look at Owen, Rain just staying patient. He knows what to do. So I say that as he almost rear ends him. And this should be, he looks a little bit closer this time. There you go, Rain goes to the inside this time. And that is a lot easier, so that should quite easily be Rain's corner, unless Owen does a late dive. No, he does not. Oh, big lock up again from Owen. We saw that in qualifying as well, didn't we? Perhaps his brake bias isn't quite where it should be, as Elite Risk shows that he's definitely got some speed, as he sets the fastest lap of the race. The gap is it's opened up by almost a second as well. To back into third place. Who's start this train now? You've got Charlie, Adam, Finn, Joel, Jake, Vision, Muddy Waters, Rhino, Richie Chappelle, and Trey, all within a second of each other. So from 3rd down to 12th. And looks like Trey could be going for a move on Richie, but no, he thinks against it for now. What about Owen then? What will Owen, can he stay within a second? This will be key for Owen. If he can stay within that second and keep him in that DRS range, he will of course get Rain to pull him along, which will increase Owen's chances of finishing in the top 2, especially when that rain comes, if it does indeed come. As Rain does a 22.3, 7 tenths faster than the lap set by Elite Risk previously, so Rain is definitely got the speed today, and Owen follows behind him as Adam, look at that, back up into P3. We've got a mega battle going up here. Oh, look at the helping of Origin Finn. going for a cheeky move on his teammate. The two Alpines swapping positions there as Charlie has lost 2 places in one corner. And it looks like Finn could be going for a move on Adam as the fight for the final podium place is hotting up. Finn goes for the inside. Oh, be careful, boys, you're knocking wheels there. I hope we actually get a decent camera view. Touch wheels again, and look at that. This time Adam loses out. And Charlie's back up into P4. Oh, and Muddy Waters retired. He's had a mare. What's going on there? Is he into here? Oh, look, he's lost it on the exit. He's lost his rear wheel. Unfortunate for him. The race for P3 is still on. The Alpines currently running P3 and P4. Rhino has dropped back a bit by a second actually now. As has Trey, so a little gap, a tiny gap has opened up, but look at that, the gap is now over 7.5 seconds. It's the first and second place, as, I mean, the Alpines, in a way, they need to be smart here, because if they're smart, they can pull each other along and not lose enough time, because if they get caught up fighting, because Adam is going to want to get that third place back, as Visions is in the pits, nice and early. And I think we'll switch to tyres now. And look at that, Charlie does go up the inside. Oh, he pulled out at the last second there. That's what she said. And then as he keeps, Charlie stays behind in P4. But it looks like Adam could be coming under attack from Joel. No, not quite. What about Jake? Nope, he's not having a go. And so the P7 now. Rhino has fallen back by 2 seconds now. So some shame. And look at it, Joel has got Adam. Oh, but no, he's gone straight on. That's why. In the process, Joel has lost himself a position as well. So Jake up into P6 now. So here's the next one to have a go at Adam. Adam is almost a second back now. So the two Alpines definitely deploying the tactics. But will Charlie have a go into Ascari? No, he will not. What about Adam? He just about keeps Jake behind. But look, he's lurking. At the front you can see Rain has just got out of DRS zone, which will be key. Has Owen got DRS? No, he has not, so Rain has broken the DRS. But we've got another yellow flag. Not too sure what's happened there. Is that Waze getting out of the way as he laps, maybe? I'm not too sure. Either way, it's Rhino in the pits, actually. Right then, Adam, he is getting close to Charlie. But unable to make a move at this. Oh, he's taking too much curb. He's had a little spin, and that opens the door for Jake. A very hard traction zone, but it looks like Adam's just about going to keep it. Both drivers deploying the ERS. They're going to go side by side. Into De La Roggia. Adam just about keeps it. Oh, he's taking too much curb. He's doing too much damage, and Joel pounces. Adam holds up Jake coming out the corner, and Joel pounces like a tiger out the grass. And he moves that Williams up into P6. Now, he's going to have the DRS. Will he have a look into Ascari? He's going to have a look, isn't he? He's going to have a look. Can he pull it off? They're going to go side by side. Oh, Adam runs a little bit wide. They're banging wheels. But Joel comes out on top, but was that too soon? Because Adam is right on his tail and he's going to get that DRS. The Alpines have been wild of oh, look at that. The DRS chicken has enabled, and Joel is... What's Joel doing? I don't know what he's doing. But that is odd, but okay. Right, he's given Adam... Oh, I know. I tell you what, he stitched Adam right up, because not only is he's not given Adam DRS, so Adam has cut under attack from Jake, and Jake takes P5 for now. And I'll tell you what, that is some that is some ultimate shithousery from Joel. I'm sorry for swearing, but wow. I mean, Joel backs off. He doesn't give Adam DRS, and then Adam comes under attack from Jake. That is top drawer shenanigans right there. But these guys have now fallen back by 4 seconds. The Alpines still within half a second of each other as Origin, Finn and Charlie push themselves up the track. They are 9 seconds now behind Owen, who has in turn fallen back by 2.5 seconds off Rain. The scheduled first stops will be coming up right about now, I imagine. Well, not now, not lap. You probably any time from lap 10 will be the early guys who want to potentially get an undercut, which isn't too powerful around here, to be honest. In a normal dry race, you would expect a one stop around here. You'd go to lap 12, you know, on the softs, and then you get 15 laps on your mediums, or you could do 13 and 14, whatever floats your boat, whatever kind of tyre wear you got. There you go, Charlie staying behind. Right, Jake, is he going to come under attack from Adam once again? He is indeed. So, the battle for P5 is on, and look at that Trey on those mediums. He has been pulled into this battle, the first medium runner, of course, closely followed by Fear Lucy, who I believe started last. Yes, he did. So both Trey and Fear Lucy are both up 12 places. Shows what happens when you guys keep your noses clean and you just drive as fast as you can. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3 as looks like Waze has lost it round of Scary. No safety car, just a yellow flag for now then. It's a bit odd not to have the safety car by now. We've had 4 retirements and no safety cars. We have had the VSC, of course, earlier in the race. As Adam getting very much out of shape there, and that won't do him any good. We're trying to catch Jake, and he's keeping to the middle of the track, which is a bit odd from Adam. Bit of a strange line to take into Parabolica, unless he's coming into the pits, of course. Oh, look at that! Both Jake and Adam into the pits then. So this could be another. I wonder if they'll put another set of softs on, and then potentially go to the rain. But no, mediums for Adam. What about Jake? Mediums for Jake as well. So maybe they're saving the softs for the end. Who knows? Right, then back at the front, the battle seemed to have stopped for a little bit. As look at that, Elite Risk back up to P5. Looks like he's overtaken Fear Lucy. As he makes his way back up after going off the track earlier. And the gap. Oh, and hang on. Is he pitted? Yep, Finn pitted. But what else? Where's Finn? He's pitted. So I imagine this lap will be the turn of Charlie to pit. I wonder. We'll see how strong the undercut is now, because obviously Charlie he would have had DRS into turn 1, but other than that, as Rain pits from the lead, I imagine this will be Charlie pitting. Yes, it is. So we'll stay with Charlie because we'll know how powerful the undercut or overcut is. But Origin Finn, he's got clear track as well, so he's not going to be under any pressure. Let's have a look then, shall we? And oh, look at the undercut. The undercut is definitely it's worth a couple of seconds, isn't it? The undercut. He's yeah, almost 2 seconds that was, and 1 lap. As Vision up into P7 now, as we've now only got 2 runners left on those soft tyres. Elite Risk being one of them, and the job he's still making them work really well because he's catching up Trey really fast. He's now got the DRS. Will he have a look up into Ascari? He does not. As Rain overtakes Fear Lucy. It's I tell you, it's quite a scary prospect overtaking to Ascari, because it's very hard corner to take in normally. So going side by side into there is not something you really want to be doing. So will this be the lap that Elite Risk? Owen's still going on, so I imagine this will be Owen going to another set of softs maybe, or maybe he's just comfortable as Elite Risk stays out as well, getting 1 more lap of that DRS juice maybe, and he is up into P2, a more familiar place, but of course he's yet to pit. But if he can be a bit faster than maybe someone like Finn, you know, or Charlie or Jake, maybe he can make his way back up the field a little bit. Let's go to leader. So 15. So he's currently what, 10? He's currently 22 seconds ahead of Jake. So there's a chance I think he'll come up behind Jake and Adam. But there's every chance that Elite Risk will come back out in P11, I reckon, once he does pit. As Rain is overtaking Trey. Easy as you like. Second lap in a row, looks like Rain's overtaken into Ascari. No time penalties yet, apart from Richie Chappelle, which is a bit... It's like I haven't talked about it yet, but Monza is one of those tracks where it's very easy to invalidate your time and get time penalties, especially into that Ascari. It's very easy. As look at that, Rain is all over the back of Elite Risk. As Elite Risk does now pit, Owen pits as well. You should see where Elite Risk does come out. And look at that, Trey and Lucy now running P2 and P3. From second to last to second, no, from last to third. Keep going, guys. Maybe they think they can go until the rain comes. And that will put them in a very ideal position. As it looks like Origin Infinity is coming under attack from Visions. But, Visions. Oh, he took a lot of curb there, Visions. Again, even though, unless you're clean through, it's very hard. As I mentioned before, it's very hard to go side by side for any corner of this track, to be honest. And Charlie now just, he's not, he hasn't made any inroads back into Origin Fin yet. Plenty of time, yeah, though, as Jake seems to be also on his own, but he's got Adam back behind him now. As there you go, Visions gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Over halfway through the race then. The order looks like this. We've got Rain in P1. We've got Trey and Fear Lucy up in P2 and P3, of course, who are yet to stop. We've got Owen up in P4. Origin Finn is in P5. Vision has pitted, of course. He is up into P6. Undercuts work for him. We've got Charlie up in P7. We've got Jake in P8. We've got Adam P9. And Elite Risk did come out in P10 behind Adam and in front of Vaughn, as we thought might be the case. Right then, here is another version of Jake versus Adam. And of course this time they've also got Elite Risk for company, as looks very easy for them. But will Elite Risk, will he have a look as well? No, Jake covers that line off pretty well, as we've got 3 cars going to for now. Look at that, we've got Joel, Vaughn and Rhino having a battle as well. Looks like Joel's lost a lot of time there, hasn't he? He was in that battle and he did that braking thing, and he's very much behind now, as Jake has been overtaken by Elite Risk into the second chicane. And this could now mean Elite Risk. Will we have a look into Ascari? Well, Adam, I think, taking a bit too much curb there. This could give Elite Risk a good run there. Which way will he go? Adam defends the racing line. Elite goes to the inside. A very easy overtake in the end, as he moves back to the racing line to take his braking zone. So, Elite Risk then. He's, how far is he off Rain then? He is 23 seconds off Rain. Too bad. I'll tell you what though, Owen has fallen quite a bit behind now. So look, Owen has now fallen 8 seconds behind. So the overcut definitely not favourable in this race. As looks like Vision's going to have a go at Orange and Finn now. He does, up into P5. Goes Visions. Oh, will he though? It's going to be a tight one. Look at that. Oh, but will Finn get the better traction? Being on the inside. Oh, it looks like it could be the case. Deploying ERS, both of them. Approaching the second chicane. Finn goes for the outside. This could be a bit argy-bargy. Watch those curbs. And Vision up into P5 then. A very good drive so far from Visions. Been a while since we've seen a decent drive from him. Of course, he's took a bit of a hiatus from playing the game. And now he's back. And he's doing quite well, I must say. As now, those battling, the Alpines are back in sync. But now, will Finn be able to stay with Vision? Of course, they're fighting for a net P3 here. Once, if Trey and Lucy do pit. So Vision's technically a net P3, depending on if second and third decide to pit at all. Oh, there you go, look at that. The clouds don't look like getting dragged up. I thought Vision was going to go into the pits then. But here we go then. This will be easy pickings, I imagine, for Finn. Both drivers similar amounts of ERS as Elite Risk is onto the back of these guys as well now. How easy will Elite Risk pick these guys up? And if he gets back into P5, that'll be a very good recovery drive. But for now, these four are nose to tail. As Visions looks like he's coming under attack from Charlie. But he just about keeps it. What about Fear Lucy then? He is just half a second behind Trey. They're slowly being caught by Owen. Owen not in any rush, of course. Potentially waiting for that. Oh, Fear Lucy, he goes for Owen. He does. He went for the move of Scary, and that's a very nice move from Lucy. That is a very bold move, and I'll tell you what, that is a very good... I've said it about 10 times now. That was a very good move from Fear Lucy. Well done. As Elite Risk gets Visions. Visions has fallen behind Charlie, and now behind Elite Risk. Elite Risk definitely on the move. So then, who is next? Will he risk? Will he overtake both Alpines? As Fear Lucy and Trey finally pit. I imagine they'll go on to a set of softs now. Here we go then. Look at that. Look at the difference in. I mean, the tyres are very similar ages. But, Elite Risk, he's going to do it. He's going to potentially get to it. Oh, they're going 3 wide into the first corner. But Elite Risk, oh, he's there side by side with Charlie. But Elite Risk, oh, I said he might get both of them at the same time, and he does indeed. But now he's going to come under double attack from the Alpines. It doesn't look like they've got the speed. Elite Risk has pretty much depleted his ERS charge, as have the other 2 Alpines. Well, Finn's going to have a look up into Charlie. Don't take your teammate out. Oh, as Jake was just smarting up in the race. Looks like he's had to pit again, unfortunately. I'm not too sure what happened there, but look at that, Elite Risk. He's taking advantage of the Alpines fighting, and he's pulled away by a second already. So Elite Risk now just 16 seconds behind P2. He's back up into the podium places, Elite Risk. From 1st to 15th, now back up into 3rd. A great recovery drive from Elite Risk as the Alpines continue to battle. And this time they've got Visions for company, and look at that, Adam. After all the fighting, they're back there. Got Adam. I'll tell you what, look at that, Trey and Fear Lucy of P8 and P9 now. Very good for those 2. But let's have a look up into turn 1. Will Charlie have a look on Finn? No, he does not. He knows he's got to make a move, otherwise Visions will have a look. As Trey does get Fear Loose for these 2 top positions as well. What about into the second chicane? Looks like Finn's got it covered for now. But no sign of any rain so far. So I wonder if the rain might not actually come. I'll be a bit sad if it doesn't. Oh, Adam gets a 3-second penalty now. So he joins Vision, Vaughan and Ricky Chappelle with a 3-second extension penalty. And Elite Risk hasn't, I mean, obviously he's overtaken them, but he's not really that far in front yet. I mean, 2 seconds is a big lead, of course, but he's not running away yet. As these guys, look at that, we've got 4 abreast, and we've got, of course, Trey and Lucy, who are on those softs, so they are on the quicker tyre. And not only that, you've got people like Visions and Adam who've already been, Visions been on his tyres 11 laps. This is lap number 12 for Visions on his mediums. You've got Adam now who's been on his tyres. 7 laps as Trey sets the fastest lap of the race, and he's going to come under attack from Fear Lucy. I think these two must smell blood. I mean, maybe not a podium, but I think a P4, P5 is definitely on the cards for these two. If they keep up, as we look at Vaughn overtaking Joel. These three still together. Vaughn, Joel and Rhino. These three, of course, battling out for the Tier 3 title as well. I believe Vaughn is currently in possession of P1 in that championship. Let's have a look. Will Joel make a move? No, he does not. Right then. So look at that then. Lucy and Trey have indeed joined this train. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars in this train. We just need Vaughn to catch up by 9 seconds, and then we'll have another 4 cars on top of that. We can have a 10-car drain. Come on, guys. As Rhino overtakes Joel. Oh, this could be interesting going to Ascari side by side. Joel and Rhino. Anything could happen. Oh, Rhino goes wide. That's what happens, and he loses out to Joel, which enables Vaughn to have a little bit of breathing space. But back up near at the front, it looks like Vision and Adam trading places. We could potentially see 3 wide here if Fear Lucy and Trey get involved, but we've actually got a decent view for one as Finn has overtaken Charlie. But look, that Adam stays behind Visions for now. Oh! As Fear Lucy almost causing that glitch, and that was very lucky not to spin. But we've got this lovely aerial view, which I hope won't change. I don't want to change the view because I'm quite enjoying this so far. I'll quite happily stay on this camera view for a little while. The helicopter view of watching Adam. But no, there we go. The view has changed. So Visions has dropped off by a second now. His tyres probably thinning it a little bit now. They're coming to the end of their life. They're no means dead, but they're certainly not as good as they once were. And look at that. Trey is attacking Adam, and Trey... No, he stays behind. No, Adam does. Sorry, Trey does get Adam up into Ascari, and now Trey up into P7. What a drive this is from these two. Now, he's just got to be a little bit patient, and he'll be able to get Visions up into turn 1 as Fear Lucy does a little dance behind Adam. As we could see, oh, look at that. Fear Lucy getting a lot better run out of that final corner. And here we go then. I'm sure this will be nice and easy. Not quite yet though, look at that. It's going to be tight going into turn 1. Trey's got the, he's a bit further ahead on the track. He goes at the inside, takes just enough curb. And look at that, he does very well. And that is P6 for Trey. But Visions is going to come back. He's not giving up, is he, Visions? And there you go, Visions takes the 6th position back. Both drivers very low on ERS. And Visions just ahead going into that second chicane. And now, these guys have lost 3 seconds to the Alpines now, who are still running P4 and P5. Right then, Visions. Look at that. Look at Trey. He's got to make use of those softs while they're still got lots of grip. And Fear Lucy takes Adam, but lots of turn and throwing. I think Fear Lucy was about to get Adam, but he saw Trey and Visions getting a bit in his way, so Adam just about gets away with it and stays in P8. We've got a lovely, grateful, and Chapel's gone on intermediate. It's not raining just yet, is it? It is. The rain has started. Oh ho ho! But that is a very early gamble. I mean, I think this could be it now. Oh, look at that, Adam! Oh, look at Adam going. He's overtaking Trey, and now he's going for Visions. Look at that. 2 cars in 1 straight for Adam. But he's going up the inside. But it's getting very slippery out there now. But, they're going to go side by side into the second chicane. Adam has P6 for now, but Vision's going to go for done at the inside, is he? No, he stays behind for now. He knows that he's got the DRS coming, and is it going to be wet enough to change tyres? Vaughn has made the gamble. It's definitely a gamble because I can't see Adam struggling yet. And that is the key, really. As Trey and Lucy seem to be yo-yoing back and forth again. Is it going to be... I mean, obviously he's a little bit slower, but as Trey gets a 3-second penalty, he joins the guys. But judging by the grip, it looks like the Inters is the wrong tyre for now. But if it gets wet on lap 26, then you've got Vaughan could be in for a decent finish here. Obviously, he was outside the points anyway. Well, he was into that P10 with Joel and Rhino, wasn't he? As Finn, looks like he's finally let Charlie go, has he? No, he's not given up. The Alpine's still fighting over that P4. Oh no, they've hit each other and Charlie's in the wall and he's DNF'd. Oh no, the Alpines have taken each other out. And we've got a safety car on lap 24 of 27. Oh my goodness me. Whoa, what could happen here? Rain has 13 seconds on Owen, but does he pit for like fresh softs or does he gamble for the intermediates? This is going to be so intriguing. It's going to bunch the field up a little bit because the safety car will probably come in at the end of lap 25, I reckon. So pitting probably isn't the best result, but Rain does pit. Oh, interesting. What about Owen there? What about Owen? Does Owen follow him in, or does he? Scotty pits for the intermediates. Jake pits for softs, and Rain is softs. Yes, Owen's coming in as well for fresh softs. What about Elite Risk in P3? I imagine he'll probably stay out. I imagine. I don't know. It's tricky. I mean, the question is, can they catch the safety car? That's the issue. And he does come in. Is anybody else going to come in? Oh, and Scotty. Oh dear, Scotty's got a penalty for driving. The safety car. These guys have got to be careful here because there's not going to be much time under the safety car. So these guys pitting could find themselves undone here as Adam does continue on. We saw Adam's drive in the wet in Japan where he stayed on the same set of tyres the whole race. Now, if it does get wetter, then Adam is going to be, well, he's going to be swallowed up. He's going to be swallowed up here because those soft tyres, although won't be ideal, old mediums will be less ideal, for sure. But he's risked it for that chocolate biscuit, hasn't he? As look at these, the guys in the lower end of the points have all risked it for the intermediates. And I'll tell you what, I am loving this. This is amazing. This is, I mean, I'll let you safety car in this lap. So there you go, lap 25. So as I said, the safety car wasn't going to be out for it was like one lap. But I reveal now that the radar said it had dry, wet, dry towards the end. But I don't know if it looks dry enough or wet enough to have the intermediates. I hope, in a way, I actually generally hope that it's wet enough for intermediates. Because we could see people like Visions, Joel, Rhino all coming through. But it doesn't look wet enough. As Rain then, he jolts. Does he jolt? He does now. Almost catches him by surprise. It looks like Elite Risk has jumped Trey as well at the start. But it's all do or die now. We've got a two-lap shootout. Unfortunately, I don't think the intermediate drivers are going to be anyone in these guys. Adam, oh, and Adam, he's under a lot of trouble on those old mediums. He's made a mistake, and he's down to P5. And look at that, Fear Lucy up at the he's up in P3 at the moment. This will be a fantastic result if he can stay there, but he's going to be under pressure from Elite Risk, and just like that, Elite Risk does take the P3. I imagine Owen will just want to try and stay in touch with Rain, but he's gone. Look at that, he's already a second ahead. And Owen could come under attack from Elite Risk. There will be no DRS. So it's all about corner speeds and ERS at the moment. There's no DRS as Vision overtakes Zeno. But I don't think it's not wet enough just yet, as Adam is down into P6. What a shame for him. He risked it, but no podium for him today, unless more shenanigans happen. But look at that. the dry tyres are pulling away quite significantly from the Inters. So it was a gamble, but unfortunately a gamble that didn't quite pay off. Having said that, it's the gap between Visions and Zeno is kind of stable at the moment. Visions is losing time to Orange to Finn, but oh, there we go. Look, Zeno's taken 2 seconds off Visions. So yeah, the soft tyres are still the way to go, as rain has started the lap 27, the final lap of the Grand Prix. Owen in P2 coming under attack from Elite Risk. They've dropped Fear Lucy by 2 seconds, who's joined by his friend for the day, Trey. Adam, a further 2 seconds behind in the field, has managed to spread themselves out quite a lot in these last 2 laps, despite there being the safety car. But the question now, I guess, is who wants P2? Right now, Elite Risk is over a second behind now, so I think Owen's going to be quite comfortable. The rain didn't materialise as we thought it would, which is a bit of a shame. But you can't have everything you want, can you? As it looks like Jake is on the move. I don't think he'll be able to get into the points at this stage. He's a bit too far behind. But we'll join Rain for the final corner. This will be his, I believe, his 4th win of the season. Well, indeed, and just cement his dominance a bit more. There he goes. DRS is enabled, so yeah, definitely not wet enough. So well done to Rain, he gets his victory. Owen P2, Elite Risk P3, Fear Lucid, magnificent P4, Trey across the line in P5, Adam P6, Origin Film across the line in P6. He jumps Adam because of penalties. Visions is about to get overtaken by Zeno. Zeno gets... Oh no, actually no, Visions has stayed ahead, but Zeno's got the much better traction. Will Zeno get on the line? It does. But Jake, look at that, Jake's got a P10, he's overtaken right on the final lap. And I think another lap and he may well have caught Visions. But those intermediate tyres were definitely not the right tyre to be on. As Jake takes the final point of the Grand Prix. Well then. Oh, hello, Rudian. Nice to see you again. Glad to see you joining in. Definitely. Well, it wasn't quite late drama, was it? But I think definitely had a bit of a. See now the track's wet enough for Inters. Now look at that. Look at the track. See now it's Inters. But I think Fear Lucy, driver of the day from the game. I can't disagree with that, to be honest. Last finished 4th. Fear Lucy is one of those guys who doesn't usually get a lot of luck. So it's good to see him actually get a very good finish. As Rain, as I mentioned before, does get his 4th win of the season. Owen will jump now ahead of Adam into 2nd place, but the Mercs points that their position isn't under threat. Right then, here is your race order for round 7 of season 7 at Monza. So Rain takes P1, a very nice, that's an easy race for him, but it was comfortable in the end once he was past Elite Risk and Owen. Owen finishes P2, and Elite Risk does take the final place on the podium. A very good recovery drive. Couldn't quite tell what happened with the collision, but a very good drive to come back for P3. Fear Lucy, a great drive. Drive of the day up there with Trey. 20th to P4. Trey, of course, fastest lap of the race in P5. Origin Finn doing really well until he seemed to unfold when him and his teammate came together. Adam finishes P7 in the end. Rhino. Zeno gets P8. A very promising drive. Scuppered. But he got back for P8. Visions P9, a very good Vision finish for him. I think he would have wanted more, but obviously one of those drivers that's gambled on the Inters. And Jake takes the final points paying position. To round up the top 20, or bottom 10 I should say, we've got Joel finishes P11, Rhino P12, Vaughan P13, those three could not be separated today, could they? Richie Chappelle P14, Scotty finishes P15, and then we've got the DNFers in Charlie, Waze, Body Warrior, Pro Gamer, and Fine Defender. Alright then guys, that is your lot for today. I hope you've enjoyed the race. I certainly enjoyed today's. If you have enjoyed today's, make sure you come back tomorrow for Tier 2, where they are racing around Portugal. Should be a decent race. Some of the drivers who race tonight will be racing tomorrow. Vaughn, Rhino, Charlie, Joel will be there tomorrow. And of course, if you can't make tomorrow, come back on Thursday, where Tier 3 are racing around Monza as well. So as I mentioned, we've got Scotty getting in his practice. And again, if you can't make Thursday, then again, we are of course back next Tuesday for Tier 1, where they are racing around Hungary. Definitely a difficult track to overtake, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to press the continue button, so I will end the stream there. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I think, again, it was a very good race. Very happy for Fair Lucy to finally get a decent result. Another good win for Rain. But yeah, I've spoken enough. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.